Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make Ayamase, and this is Nigerian popular designer stew. This stew is made from just green peppers, no tomatoes at all, and these are the ingredients you need in making this wonderful meal. Okay, here I have all the green peppers. I've already cut them, taking off the inside, the seeds and the inside and everything. So I have the sweeties. This is called sweet. These are sweetie peppers, and I have the normal green bell pepper. I have some onions. I am using a 2 medium size of onions for this. I have 3 habanero peppers. I have some ginger, and I have about 4 cloves of garlic in here. You can use any green pepper of your choice. You know, the more peppers you have, the better the stew tastes, because it's supposed to be spicy and, you know, nice. So for meat, I have shaki, which is the towel, and I have some goat meat. I have some what is it called, homo, and I have stockfish. The stockfish is at the bottom because I always like to boil everything together. So I have everything in here. I'm going to season it and then start boiling it. I'll show you how I season mine. Here I have some. I'm going to be using some salt, some dry shrimp and crayfish, and I'm going to be using a little bit of tomato paste powder. This is powder, not paste, I'm sorry. And then palm oil. So let's get in the kitchen and make this happen. I'm seasoning the meat here. I have my onions cut in chunks, and I have the salt. You just put enough water. I like to put my water from the side so that I don't wash up the ingredients, and then once it starts boiling, I can mix up. So I add enough water because remember, we have stockfish in here, so we want it to really cook. And as time goes on, as it cooks, I'm going to be adding more water. So after the salt, I'm going to add this sauce, this powder, like I told you. This is no tomato paste, tomato powder, and it's really, really good. And be careful with it because it's salty, so you don't want to add too much in your food. It's very, very salty, but it gives flavor to food. So I'm just using about half a spoon there, and then I'll cover this and put the heat on high if I want to, and just let it cook. Okay, like I told you, the meat has started boiling, so I'm just, you know, trying to turn it to make sure the ingredients go into the meat. And I noticed that the pot is boiling over, so I'm just going to leave it open for a while until it simmers down. And here is the grinded peppers. I did not grind it to a very smooth paste. That's the way I want my Ayamase to be. So you just grind it like, you know, not fine paste. You still want some of the chunks in there. And then here I'm adding my blended crayfish and prawns. And that too I did not fully grind. So I'm just going to boil both of them until it dries up all the water in the tomatoes, in the green pepper. Now, as you can see, the meat is cooked, so I'm taking out my goat meat because I want to fry them. So you can see the pomo, you can see the stockfish. These are the stockfish here. So I'm just going to fry the goat meat. So inside the thing, and then you put it in. Okay, I'm going to start bleaching my oil. So you pour enough oil in the pot, and when you're doing this, make sure your doors are open, window vents are open, and then you have your kitchen vent on. So I'm going to bleach. Let me add a little bit of oil. Sometimes I mix it up with half oil, a half quantity of oil and half vegetable oil, but today I just feel like, you know, just using oil. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for the oil to bleach. It's gonna bleach to the stage that it will look like a vegetable oil. That's when you know it's ready. Okay, as you can see, the oil is almost getting there. It's almost colorless. You can actually start frying from this point, or you can wait for it a little bit. But I'm gonna just wait like 2 more seconds and then I'll start frying. You can see the pepper has dried up. And I'm going to put the oil. Now I'm going to add the stock, all the meats. I'm going to be adding my fried goat meat later. That will be the last thing I'll add because I don't want it to be soft. So I'm adding all the meat and the stock at the same time. I tell you, this stew is loaded. No wonder it's called the designer stew. Everything goes in here. If you look at the color of this stew, you will not taste it. But I just challenge you to taste this soup. This is delicious. Really, really delicious. The first time I saw this stew was in Ijebu Ode. I went to do something at school and then we stopped at a buka. Excuse me. We stopped at a bookteria. That is a canteen, a local canteen to eat. And this woman served us this stew on rice. Oh my God. I went back like 5 times that day. It was so delicious. I got hooked to it and I make it since then. So I'm going to let it cook for a while and then I'll start adding other things. Now I'm adding some eggs. You know, I told you this is designer stew. So I'm adding some boiled eggs. I just happen to remember I have these eggs in the fridge, so you can add it. My children love eating stew and eggs, so you can do that for your kids too. If they can't chew the stockfish, they can eat other things, they can eat the egg. So you put your egg and let it cook with it. You may want to add some water, but I like my sauce to be thick, especially Ayamase. So I like it thick, so I'm not going to add more water into this. Maybe a little bit. Let me see how it goes. So you put in your eggs. Let the eggs boil in so it can get some taste. It can get some of the sauce taste inside the egg. So this is just boiled eggs. These are just boiled eggs, I mean. And finally, I'm going to add my fried goat meat. This is not a lot. I just, just to add meat. It's not that I need it, but, this is designer stew, so I want it to really be designed. So you add the meat, the fried goat meat. I'll just let them stay on top. And I'll cover this pot for everything to simmer down, cook together for another 15 minutes. And as you can see, my Ayamase is ready. You see it? This is delicious. I just challenge you to try and cook this sauce one of these days and you will love it. So thank you for watching. I hope to see your subscription and likes and see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There's got to be more than going back and forth, from doing right to doing wrong, 'cause we were taught that's who we are. Well, come on, get in line right behind me, you along with everybody, thinking there's worth in what you do. Then like a hero takes the stage when we're on the edge of our seat, saying it's too late. Well, let me introduce you to amazing grace. No matter